Shalom, giving all praise to YAHAWASHI, SHAM, QADASH. And I'm going to entitle this, You Christians Are Clueless. And that includes Vocab Malone. And I'm kind of lambacking off of the video that I did earlier. Now, what I found out, I didn't listen to this video here. What is this? Debate talk for you. Hashtag DT4U, the hot seat with guest Vocab Malone. I didn't check out this whole video. Matter of fact, I only checked out maybe a minute or two. I mean, I've skipped around, and that's what led me to, I came around, what point was that? I don't know, the 40s, I can find it, no big deal. Where they were talking about color, Jeremiah 14:2. I didn't cover that. I said a few words on that, but when they were speaking about the color of the Lord, the woolly hair, and so forth, that's what I picked up, and that's what I did the video based on that. But now somebody had, okay, this brother right here, Bible Defender 144, which at first I thought it was the head of Baltimore. And this guy's using his name. You should, because when we see this, we think of a Karata Zabar. So you should change your name, or you should make it known that you're not Karata Zabar. All right. But anyway, he had left a comment. I gotta find it again. Okay, this is the very top. This is Bible Defender 144, which is not the head of GMS Baltimore, but the name sounds similar. It says, I'm the one who asked about the mark of the beast around the 55-minute mark. He was confounded, Apostle. Okay, so I hadn't heard it, so I'm going to play it right now. What I did was I started at, as soon as I saw, the Bible Defender 144, I said, which is almost a 50-second mark of this video. And I already know that he's confounded because Vocab doesn't understand the prophecies. You wanna, make him touch his glasses. I mean, when he gets frustrated, he touches them glasses, man. He touches them glasses. When you got him on the hot seat, he starts touching them glasses, man. The frame of the glasses. Because I remember him doing it down there when he confronted us. So let's listen to a little bit of this, and then, like, I'm not gonna make this a long video. At least I hope I'm not gonna make it a long video. My intent is not to make this a long video. I just wanted to cover this point. But then again, Spirit can jump on me and you don't know what can happen. Anyway, let's listen in.
Okay, so right, your 8 minutes is set. So as soon as drop out, we're going to go ahead and get started, and your time will start now. You can hear me, brother? Yes. I just wanted to ask you.
When he said, "Can you hear me, brother?" He's talking about Brother Esau. All right, so you can know.
What is your understanding on the mark of the beast? Mark of the beast is simply a way that those who are totally bought in to the satanic world system are identified. They're identified as essentially being owned by Satan. And where could I find that at in the Bible? Because that's not what the mark of the beast is at all. The mark of the beast is a microchip. Okay. And a lot of Christians would agree with me. A lot of Christians. Okay. So it's in Revelation 13, for example. And that's one place where it's referred to. And it's also in Revelation 14. And Revelation 14, I think, is really key. I'm going to read it. Another angel, a third, followed them, saying with a loud voice.
Well, here he goes. The brother asked about the battle act. The brother from Battle Act asked him about Daniel 7, and then he jumps to Revelation 1, 13, 15. Here he is doing it again. Jumping to another. Let's see if it leads back to Revelation 13, 16, and 17. Because the look of his face is he doesn't want to deal with this question. He wishes they can go to the next caller. He wishes that this thing was over with. So let's listen to a little bit more.
If anyone worships the beast and its image and receives a mark on his forehead or in his hand, he will also drink the wine of God's wrath. So there you see directly what I was talking about. Worship of the beast is tied in to this mark. So I think that's really important. They're described as worshipers. So this mark simply shows the ownership they have because they worship the beast.
Okay.
Believe it or not, he's saying the right thing, but he's not explaining it. Who is Satan? What is the mark? Is a mark a physical thing? Is it going to go in your physical hand or your forehead? It's a damn shame that you have these other One West camps that teach that the MOTB is Christianity or whatever, whatever they say. And that shows you that the Most High is not fully dealing with them. Okay, let me read this comment right here. From Farsight, the mark of the beast. No one knows everything about it. Well, we know everything about it. And it's already here. See, they pulled back the Crown Vic, and now you got the war that you got to deal with. And I was listening to this walking corpse, Biden, and he said he pretty much spoke in behalf of the American people, that saying that we're all behind the Ukraine, excuse me. We're all behind it. He spoke in our behalf. He said, like he spoke to each and every last one of us, and we're with it. Now you got some idiots talking about they don't mind paying higher prices in gas, and then the gas went up again. I was gonna go to the same station I did last week. I believe that was on a Thursday or Friday. It went from, what did it do? It went from like $3.79 to $3.99. Then it went to $4.09. And then it went, I believe it jumped like 30 cents. So I didn't get a chance to go over there. But tomorrow, most I will. YAHAWASHI, I'll go over there with the camera. And that's what you call hyperinflation, And we didn't know that the US or America was purchasing oil from the Soviet Union. Well, give me a second. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to this, kind of going off into another subject. So let's listen up. Okay, here's it. Let me read a couple more comments. Laugh out loud, Michael Chip, Rick Caldwell. Here we go. Yeah, because this is a major prophecy that's getting ready to come to pass. This is Farsight. The Bible does not distinctively identifies the mark of the beast. Well, if nobody else knows, shouldn't the prophets know? The Lord will do nothing but he reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So shouldn't we know the whole book? Aren't we commanded to eat the whole book? Let's listen to some more.
That's it.
Yeah, well, Revelation 16:2 says the same thing. People who bore the mark of the beast and worshipped its image. Revelation 19:20, the mark of the beast and those who worship its image. Revelation 20.
Why don't you explain to it? You're quoting these scriptures from Revelation 14, Revelation 16. It's also in Revelation chapter 20. Of course, it's in the first time it's mentioned in Revelation is in Revelation 13, verses 16 to 17. Of course, you can quote scriptures that's not answering the man's question. You're not you're not explaining what the mark is. Does it go in a physical hand or a invisible hand or a spiritual hand? Listen on.
Worship the beast or its image and not receive its mark on their foreheads or hands. They came to life and reigned with Christ for 1,000 years. So there you see the key difference. It's worship of the beast.
Who's the beast, vocab? And he should have asked him that. Who's the beast? And if I don't know if the brother's going to, like I said, this is the first time me listening to this. I don't know what he's going to say next. Now, I don't know if he asked who the beast was. And if he did ask who the beast is or was, vocab would probably say the Antichrist. Now, can you explain to me the Antichrist? Is he living right now? Is he in the White House? Is he in the president of Ukraine? Is he Vladimir Putin? Let's listen on.
They're the ones who have the mark of the Lamb on their foreheads. Revelation 22:1-5 talks about that. So the mark is.
He said the mark of the Lamb on his forehead, and he's talking, and he's pointing at the top of his head.
For worshipers of the Lamb and worshipers of the beast. But I mean, where does it say it's a microchip? John and the people he's writing to don't know about microchips. So this.
Exactly. That's why John the Revelator. What you got to understand, vocab, and you don't understand the book of Revelation. You quoted a couple of verses out of the 14th chapter, the 13th chapter. You don't understand the book of Revelation, man. You don't know who the beast is. 7 heads, 10 horns, whole 9. You don't even know what we asked you. Well, I put in the comment section on a live stream. You was out there in Dallas, Texas, and I told the men out there, asking about asking about Babylon. And he said, Babylon is a whole system. So what does it mean by Babylon being destroyed? He said the whole earth is just going to be destroyed. Okay, let's listen to him a little bit more.
Your interpretation would make this totally irrelevant to the people hearing it.
Okay.
That's true, because if your eyes are not opened up, you're not going to open wide open or open, you're not going to see it. This is why these other camps, I'm going to name some names, the ISUPK, the IUIC, Priests of Bach, and many other camps, they're not, when you ask them about the mark of the beast, they're not going to give you the correct answers. Us here at Great Millstone, we have the complete understanding of the mark of the beast. Let's listen to some more.
My point is, when you go to Revelation 16:2, it says a grievous sword fell upon the men that had the mark of the beast. And when you go to the word sword in the Greek, it says pus, which means this is physical. And then when you go to Revelation 13:16, it says he calls it all but small and great.
Yeah, because the ones that take this MOTB, it's gonna develop into a cancer, and the cancer will be noticed in the right hand, left hand, in your forehead, in your brain. It's physical.
To receive a mark in their right hand and their forehead. When you go to the word mark, it says Dexio, right arm or right hand, and it's physical. This is a physical mark that no man might buy or sell, saith he that had the mark. And when you go to the word buy or sell, vocab says purchase. Meaning you can't buy or sell without the mark. So how is something physical going to be interpreted with something spiritual? And then when you go to Revelation 14 and 9, it gives you a harsh judgment for the people that took this mark. So you got to answer that. What would be the point of grievous sores falling on somebody, right? Which is physical.
Okay, here's another comment. It says world assassin Hebrew 4:12. It said IUIC said the mark of the beast is taking the Crown Vic shot. Did they say that? I don't know if they said that. Let me read that again. IUIC said the market of the beast, you meant to say mark, the mark of the beast is taking the Crown Vic. And no, it's not. No, it's not. Let's listen to a little bit more.
You're saying it's spiritual. And then you're saying, oh, they didn't know about it at that time. That's the point. Because John is seeing Revelation.
And John didn't know. He saw it. He saw people sitting down and somebody using a needle and putting it in somebody's right hand. He actually sees it. So he writes it down. Does John know what it means? No, he has no idea what it means. Anything that he saw in those visions, he wrote it down for us. He didn't know what was going on. When he saw Babylon being destroyed, Revelation 18, he didn't know that was America. That's why the term America, the country America is not in the scriptures.
We're living in now. Not back then. We're living in the time now when these revelations are being revealed. You understand?
Yeah, here's what's interesting though. So if you want to make it literal in the way you're making it, look up the Greek word, right? The Greek word there means something that's a sign that is etched, branded, or inscribed into the skin. Guess what? A microchip doesn't meet the qualification of that because it's not a brand in that way. It's not imprinted into skin in that way.
It's oh my goodness. It's a physical mark. The word charagma goes to the root charax, which is a palisade. When you make a wooden fence, you take wood, you take dowels of wood, and you make a stake. When you want to kill Dracula, you put a stake in his heart. What is it? A piece of wood that you sharpen by cutting it at an angle, and you stick it in his heart. So what in the hell are you talking about, vocab? That's why the video that I did earlier today was entitled, how did it go? The title was anyone, Jake, that follows Vocab Malone is an idiot.
When something is engraved, right? You have to literally engrave it, like carve, like when you carve something.
Yeah, it's like, look it up. Here's an example from ancient Greek literature where it's an imprinted stamp, a brand to mark camels. That's not what the mark of the beast is. It's a mark.
Okay, let's go to the scripture now. Let's go to the scripture now. I'm sorry. Let's go to the King James. Let's go to Revelation 13. And let's go to the 16th verse. Wait a minute. Those all small, great, which important to receive a mark. Let's deal with the word mark. And he did mention Greek, so let's go to the Greek. Receive a mark. The word there is charagma. Okay, it's mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times in the book of Revelation. And it's mentioned one time in the book of Acts. It says here in Acts 17, verse 29, and this is the word for charagma, G5480. For as much then as we are the offspring of the Most High, meaning spiritual offspring, we ought not to think that the Most High, the Godhead, is like unto gold or silver or stone, graven by art and men's devices. If you want to make jewelry, you want to make a gold piece, like I got this thing called a Jesus piece. Somebody had to carve that. All right. If they say handmade 18 karat gold or whatever the case may be, someone had to take a graving tool and grave it. So the word here for graven, G5480, means what? In order for you to make, Paul is saying the Lord is not something that you can make an idol. You take a piece of gold and then carve out or chisel out God. Well, that's God. I just made it. That's God made out of gold, and this is God made out of silver. So right there is telling you, it says, for as much then as we are the offspring of the Most High, we ought not to think that the Most High, the Godhead, is like unto gold or silver or stone, graven. It's talking about physical gold, it's talking about physical silver, and it's talking about physical stone. It's talking about physically graving gold, silver, or stone by art and graven in men's devices. Let me show you a picture. Let me put in Jesus peace. I don't know if it's I-E-S-E or whatever. Okay, I-E-C-E, Jesus peace. Jesus peace. That's what it means. That's a Jesus peace. That's a Jesus piece right there. Ice Jesus face head, extra large pendant, 14 karat gold. Doesn't say if it's handmade. If it's made by like a machine, then it doesn't cost as much. If it's handmade, it's gonna cost a lot more than well, original price $249. That's probably overlaid with gold, but that's a Jesus piece right there. All right, do we got that? Let me give you another one. I'm looking for a fathead Jesus piece. Okay, this is Rick Ross, and it says 10 Jesus pieces. So you got 10. Goddamn, Jake is a damn clown. Jesus piece. If it's handmade, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Okay, it's saying that this right here is $29.99. Obviously, this is not real gold. You see? If it's handmade, it's going to cost you, you got to find out the price. If it's an ounce, the piece is an ounce, that right there is almost $2,000. Then you got to deal with the workmanship of the man by graven by hand art. This is art. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay, am I back at the same, is this it? I'm sorry. I gotta find that. Okay, where the hell is it? Okay, I believe this is it. Okay, give me a second. Okay, excuse me. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Okay. So your literalistic definition doesn't even work, is what I'm saying.
No, it's
Yes, it is literal because I went to the, let me get that back. The word charagma for mark, G5480, which means something that is graven by art and man's device. All right. So it's a physical thing. It's not a spiritual thing.
No. This is a way that people who are with the beast are benefit. And the key is every time mentioned, the beast is mentioned.
This guy's a real fucking clown, man. He's a real clown. And he doesn't know, he doesn't understand the prophetic parts of the scriptures. He's a complete clown.
The point is, you have a spiritual mark when we go to the book of Ezekiel, the 9th chapter and the 4th verse. That's the WAM in the Greek. It's a spiritual mark, exempt from judgment. And then when you go to Revelation 13 and 16, it's a physical mark. That's the point. Now I'm gonna move on from that because you don't get it. The second point I want to get to is, what is your position on the earth being a spinning ball? Where can you support that in the Bible? The earth is not a spinning ball. Can you please provide that to me? I want to know where that's at in the Bible.
The earth is not flat.
Yeah, that's a madness. Anyway, he goes into a different subject, but that's all I wanted to cover. All right. Shalom.